So dear students, welcome back to our channel. So this is one of the important video. So here we are going to see this 2023 JEE Advanced. So the subject difficulty level, as well as we are going to see the cutoff. So we are going to compare how the last year cutoff as well as this year cutoff. So first of all, if you see the JEE Advanced 2023, this paper is like we are having two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. So if you see the overall difficulty level for different subjects like physics, chemistry and maths, this physics and chemistry were part of the questions. Like for example, if you take like 17 questions, say out of 17, 5 questions were easy and 7 questions were moderate, and again the 7 questions were difficult in that. So like if you see the overall difficulty level for physics is moderate and chemistry is also moderate, whereas the maths is difficult. The maths is difficult. So that means the subject wise, again you need to, there will be some pass percentage need to be taken care from the subject wise. So again we are going to see that. So if you see the last year cutoff like 2022, so common rank list, if you see each subject like physics, chemistry and maths, those who got a 4.4%, that is a 4.4% from each subject, so they need to clear. Whereas if you see the overall, if you see that is 15.28, that means this is minimum aggregate cutoff is 15.28. okay, so that is what basically the last year if you see. Similarly for OBC, if you see from each subject 4% of the marks you need to get it, and overall if you see around 13.8 to 14% you need to get it. So that is what basically in the last year. And SC/ST if you see around 2.2 from each subject. Okay, and overall if you see that is the minimum aggregate marks is 7.78, and PWD is around 2, whereas there is another one is preparatory course. For that there is some list will be given, that is actually which is less, that is 0.83, and 3.89 is the minimum aggregate marks which has been given cutoff for 2022. Now if you see for 23, from each subject, as we mentioned, physics, chemistry and maths, so these two subjects were moderate and this is difficult. So here we get this is 5% from each subject, and so then if you see in 2023 the minimum aggregate marks is around 18%. okay, so 18% is needed. Whereas if you want to say compare this one, so if you are taking into the marks, basically this is like 18% into 360, because we get 360 is the total, so 18% out of 360, that is basically around 65 marks. okay, so that is what basically 65 marks. Similarly if you see OBC is 4.5 and EWS is 4.3, and 16% is which is given, it is plus or minus variations will be there, but it is very less, that is 16%. so this is around, if you want to check it, this is like 16% into 360 is around 57.6. so 57.6 marks were enough. So of course some plus or minus will be there, so this is also some 58, something like that. okay, and if you see for SC/ST, the subject wise 3%, whereas total is 12%. so if you want to see the 12% for SC, that is around 43 marks. okay, and for ST if you see, that is around say since it is 10%, say 36 marks. okay, and for PWD if you see, that is around say 28 marks, even it can be less, up to 25 also. Okay, for preparation, for preparatory, these people, that is 4%. So that is basically very less, that is around 14 marks. Okay, so these are the basically the common expected cutoffs marks, as well as subject wise you need to have this one, and the total marks you should have this one. Okay, right, thank you.